All right, this hopefully won't be too long. I actually have some stuff I intend on doing, and eventually we'll get to after this is concluded. Let me just check the audio and make sure that we're good to go. All right, good. So earlier today, I was suspended from Twitter. This occurred, I would say, somewhere between. Well, I went to sleep at 5, but I last logged in with an active and actual workable account at 3. So it was somewhere in the last maybe 7 or 8 hours. There are a couple of things to note about this. Hold on a second. Yeah, yeah, come on. Go, go. Hold on. Oh, yeah, these inconveniences tend to happen often with horrible stuff. I'm not exactly in the best of moods, but look, the two things to understand about my activity on that website. Number one, I only used it as a promotional arm, and I've stated this before. I care very little, next to nothing at all, about any social media website with the exception of YouTube. YouTube is the only one that has any level of meaning or depth or purpose to me. All the other ones, you can take them, ball them up, throw them in the trash. Which is why when I went on Twitter, I had two explicit functions: to be a promotional arm and to interact with people that I frequented. No, VVS, you got to understand something. Um, Several months back, they had targeted me as a suspected spam account. Now, there's two things to like why that's a bunch of crap. In their rules and regulations, they have no rule against how many times you can upload, you can post a link to something. And the second one is that with each time I uploaded the same link, because like I said, I would post the same link over and over, I would have a different message with that link. So in one tweet, I'll say, "Hey, what's up?" and then have the link. In another tweet, I'll say, "Oh my God, this is terrible," but then have the link. So every single message was unique from the other one, meaning that it couldn't count as spam. So this is where you get into the unjudicial process that is getting suspended on a social media website, where they give you these really flimsy, not notable, not really explicitly stated rules. And then if you don't appeal to the corporate overlord or otherwise do the entirety of what they want, you get yanked. I was on their post that link thing of just posting a link over and over and over and over and over since August of last year with no kind of warning. They twice had put my account on what's that? It's some kind of particular status where you have to log back in or change your password. Did that twice, and they never specified what the reason was. But see, now we're getting into how they don't specify things. So if posting the same link over and over again is a problem, as even if you've put different words in each tweet, then is there a specified number of times you can post a link? Do you have to, I don't know, write a couple of sentences? They don't really tell you the whole thing. And look, I'm kind of, this is more of a halfway annoyance because on the one hand, the stuff I would post on there to get more views for was just because it's something that I put work into and wanted to have more views. Like if I did an episode of the show, I don't make any money from those. So, this doesn't affect me financially. It's simply the fact that you have a website that doesn't specify to you what the hell you did wrong. And then also in their own rules and regulations, you're not even violating. So it's really a thing where they're too lazy either to check into what they're actually doing, or you just have to figure out. Really, the only thing I'm kind of missing is the promotional arm of it, because I really have no clue what other way I'm going to go about getting, like hundreds and hundreds of views again. It's like that's a bit of a snag there. I thought about maybe making a bunch of different accounts, a bunch of different emails, but do I really feel the need to go and do the game all over again, the itsy bitsy spider, posting stuff again, and then they go and see it and yank it over? I've had stuff like that told to me on Facebook. It's ridiculous. Yes, Envoy on Twitter, and they allowed me to use their website and perform the same practices of posting the same link with a different message, i.e., not spam, for since early August. So, what, a 10-month period with no formal warning of their request for a cease and desist or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just plotting what my next activity will be. I don't know if I'm gonna just maybe do the bunch of different accounts, because, like I said, I don't have anywhere else to go where I can post something over and over again with a different message, and then hope to actually get, because, like I said, I'm cynical about views on this website. Um, Twitter's not consistent. They'll ban some people, but not others. They just pick and choose. Yeah, but like I said, I performed because I had that account for years. I was only active on it and doing the activities that they claim were so harmful to their site since August. And you would think if it was so bad and damaging, they would have done it earlier. But like I said, Twitter, Discord, all these different sites, um, they're all secondhand to YouTube. And when I get into trouble on them, metaphorically, of course, because it's not like they're going to put you in jail for getting an account deleted. I'm always reminded of how they all only service my purpose of promoting YouTube stuff, and how if like, just to give you an example, I got 300 views on average with anything that I would post on there for, let's say, a month or so, or just like some recurrent amount of time that was several weeks of just being added on there every day. And I never get those kind of views unless maybe it's one of the chick things. And that still is kind of so I'm really at a loss for words as to how I'm going to make that back up, or continue to receive that same kind of promotion. And really, like I said, the issue with social media accounts is that they don't actually specify or explain the full extent of what they want to do. So you end up getting screwed like this. You literally wake up one day and your thing is messed with. I was getting ready to take a break too. I just finished one of the episodes. I was relieved at last, and then more crap. Yeah. Well, Ruben, I got two choices. I can either leave the website, which is looking a lot really favorable, because I hate, like, you gotta understand, with me, I don't like the paranoia of going on a website and then thinking that, like, no matter what I do, I'm just gonna get screwed with, basically. So, like, if I post a link with, again, a different message, so it's not spam, 200 times on Monday, and then post it again the next week, and then I wake up 3 weeks later and then completely screwed. You can go on his account and see that that's the real him, unless a troll found a way to match the upload dates and subscriber number on the real one. That'd be a hell of an accomplishment. Yeah, what I might do, Ruben, is make a Discord server and then make a bunch of different Twitter accounts if I really feel like putting up with them. Oh, I don't get these social media websites at all. It's like, what I notice on YouTube, bar the live chat, I don't really interact with people on here, and I don't really talk about anyone else that uploads stuff like that often, or at all. unless some huge, major, big event or giant person I know won't respond to me. So it's really lacking in the community department. And then when you go on these other websites like Discord or Twitter, and you try to be sociable and interact with the other users on there by responding back to them, now they've got a problem with you. I think that's funny that, like, that when you're not sociable on social media, you don't get into these same kind of issues. But then when you are, oh, here they come. We're gonna yank you off of here for reasons only known to our to our top CEOs or executives. Yeah, Ruben, you saw those tweets. They all had a different message, and you know that they did because you favorited some of them that were unique from each other, or rather, you let me. I don't want to like step in my own words. You favorited several which had different text from each other. Now they all did, but the point is that you wouldn't have picked those specific ones to favorite if you didn't like the text of those particular ones. I think you would agree with that. I just think it's funny how one problem leads to another. Like I remember when I did the 717 billion military budget video, and I was like, oh, this won't get anything unless I share it all over the place. And I was like, okay, well, it's not spam because the message is unique to everything the people are saying. Uh, and then you still get messed with anyway. Ruben says certain Twitter people report your posts, and some are now even encouraging their followers to report your posts too. I mean, that's how that works. They pick people to mess with. I stopped using sites and stuff like that, but people post all sorts of NSW stuff with its past. That's kind of my point that didn't really seem like they had any kind of code of ethics for what they allowed on there. That's kind of my point that they weren't. They all had unique text. So if I can post unique text, but then get in trouble for the same link, what am I supposed to do other than just like, I mean, I'm not on there trying to talk to any of those conservatives or any of those other people there. I don't care enough about them to even speak to them. It's only to promote stuff on here that was even a wanted task or goal. So I'll probably think of something by tomorrow. This is just really like I said, one problem turns another. I only went on there to promote my stuff because my YouTube subs were not checking out in numbers that I thought they should have. And I mean, you see what you get. I really have like almost a sort of, like I got really annoyed when I saw that, and I was like, oh yeah, they have the right to pick and choose who they want to get rid of and yank and whatnot. Let's see. There were these other people I used to follow that I stopped seeing after what I thought what they have gotten. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just wake up one day and your stuff is yanked. I literally posted as late as this morning, and then, they messed with me. So, um, really lame. Again, only real legacy of this is that now I'm gonna have a harder time promoting my stuff, but whatever. It is what it is. So, um, thank you for watching and have a man. What kind of? I don't even know what tone to end this with. I'm so disillusioned over this. You have to just blindly follow, talk, and you won't get, even if you violate multiple rules. Yeah, we had a U.S. senator post a picture of a dead body, and he was able to they let that slide. I don't know, Ruben. I might just do the method I was talking about earlier, which is make a whole bunch of them, and then like only post once a week or something. It all just depends. So I'll see you later. Have a censor free day, hopefully.